Welcome back for match one. This is Old Man Poole. I am playing Merfolk. Gosh darn it. We will win the dice roll. Must be a reward. We have 3 drops for days. No blue source. So we definitely can't rely on having a 2 or a 1 all that often in this deck. We find blue, the hand's pretty good. We play the Herald of Sacred Streams, and then have Dive Down back up, maybe. We have to have 2 blue, I guess, to do that. If we find, Wayfinder's likely to find a land, or at least gives us 1 extra attempt at finding a land or a scry. I think I am going to keep. We have to find a land in the next 2 draws, which is certainly not guaranteed, but I want to say I did the math once and it was about 70% with 2 draws, so I think we have a decent shot. Yeah, if we find island, life is just good. So we'll play Wayfinder next turn, follow it up with the Herald. Ooh, Merfolk as well. River Sneak. Ah, you look better than I do. Has the plus side that he probably won't be able to interact with this Herald very well. And we're going to have a couple of things that throw counters around. When I say he won't be able to interact incredibly well or unlikely to. Ooh, Banner. That is pretty good. We need to find a couple more land on the way up. I think we keep it though. Kind of want to find another blue source to keep Herald alive. We don't need to either. And this guy gives us a lot of advantage. Yeah, anyway, the Herald is a little bit less vulnerable than it often is because blue-green just doesn't play all that much permanent removal. We do have to be a little bit worried of my opponent like bouncing the Herald before blockers, and then we chump swinging in. Okay, my opponent looks like he has a better Merfolk deck than us already, but since you really do want to be in the driver's seat when you play this deck, and he's playing 2-drop into 2-drop, feels pretty okay. I'm going to play Jade Guardian next. Don't give up hope on drawing a second island. Although I guess if we did that, we draw a land, we're probably going to play Vanquisher's Banner anyway. Alright, let's get in with the Wayfinder. Opponent doesn't have any great blocks. We'll go into 14 next turn. But we've got some beef on our side of the battlefield too. We have Dive Down to interact in combat too. If we do find another blue source, that can be a pretty powerful turn, like the Water Trap Weaver, and have Dive Down. Okay, Diviner is fine. Really want to miss here. It's unfortunate. Okay, New Horizons. And a Deep-Root Warrior. Okay. We'll take another 4, again 14 as predicted. 1 with the wind. Well, I think I want to play the Herald actually. So next turn he swings again. We take another 6 down to 8, taking my opponent down to 11. I play the Herald and then 1 with the wind. That's not quite enough to win. I play. If we draw it next turn though, like a Water Trap Weaver, 1 with the wind. Pretty solid. I think this is our best play. We can't really effectively race a lot of what my opponent's doing. Or, sorry, can't effectively block, so I think we have to try and race. Hope he doesn't have interaction. Merfolk decks never play interaction, right? Right, guys? Right? Uh-oh. Aggressively tapping things. Okay, just New Horizons. Gets to throw a counter, probably on the River Sneak. No follow-up, maybe? Nice. Okay, so it doesn't have another Merfolk, probably. It takes 6 down to 8. Blossom Dryad. Okay, he's got the Wombo with Blossom Dryad and New Horizons, but that's not lethal anyway, is it? So let's see. I think we swing with both of these. Leave this back, play Water Trap Weaver, tap something down, and then have one with the wind to get either of these guys through next turn, or crash the ramparts, I guess. Hopefully that's just enough. I don't think we're real likely to die if we play the Weaver. I think we do just tap down the River Sneak. It's the one that potentially is responsible for the most damage. Most dangerous of my opponent's cards. And we have lethal if he has no interaction. He can't kill us on our turn. Yeah, unless he's got something like Crash the Ramparts. Okay, he's getting in there. So Crash doesn't do it here. He would need double Crash, in which case I think he's swinging with everything. Don't want to risk the River or the Herald, certainly. I guess the question is, do I chump block? Save this 2 life. I don't think we're going to need the 2 life. And that is an extra attacker that could come back if he deals with the Herald. Okay. Didn't hit me for lethal. Let's see what he's got here. Okay. Dagger Tooth doesn't do anything. Unless he's got a bounce spell. If he does, we have dive down, so I think he's dead. Let's go ahead and go to attacks. +1/+1 counters and River Herald, or the Herald of Secret Streams. Pretty good. Alright, opponent playing Merfolk as well. I want to change anything. Crushing Canopy deals with potential 1 with the wind, which we didn't see. He does have at least 1 Shaper's Apprentice, which deals with as well. Slice and Twain also not miserable. It's kind of a do-nothing card a lot of the time, though. Looks like he has a lot of flyers. I don't think Sailor of Mean's really going to clog up the ground all that well. Yeah, maybe we'll play the 1 Canopy. Maybe cut 1 Wayfinder. The Archer seems great. Maybe a dive down. Didn't seem like he had tons and tons of removal. I'm not sure I even like the Canopy. He may not even have 1 with the winds. Probably is playing at least 1. And maybe we just need it. Maybe if he got Crash the Ramparts. We have enough other ways to get through, right? Alright. Okay, quite good hand here. Let's go ahead and keep. We do want to find the lands, obviously, but have Shaper's Apprentice and a 3-drop. Anytime we have one of our 2-drops, I just feel like we're doing great. Just because they're so very rare. Okay. Do we need to find a land over the next 2 draws? Okay, River Sneak. Pretty solid turn 1 play. Okay, Shapers of Nature, not what we're hoping for there. I do like me an Apprentice, though. Land right off the top. Gotta sing the Dora the Explorer song here. Land. Okay. Dagger Tooth is fine, but not real exciting. Land. Give us a land. Come on, land as planned. Woo! Alright. Goodness probably puts up a fight. Guess we'll play the Wayfinder. Rather trade that away with the Dagger Tooth and the Shapers of Nature. Explores into a land, we might... Yeah, I think we will trade. We could wait a turn and keep this up with dive down and interact. But I think I'm just going to trade. Have a couple more dive downs later on in the game. Keep our Shapers of Natures alive. We don't have a great way to deal with the River Sneak, otherwise I'd say we could play kind of a long game. And just let the Shapers slowly take over. He doesn't seem to have tons of Merfolk right now, though. there's a Merfolk Wayfinder off the top. Okay, and Command Speaker. Pretty solid. Alright, well, we will block as long as we are able. One gets his little bit of value there. Ooh, I do like a Weaver. I think I want to get a Shapers of Nature out more, though. It blocks a little bit better. The tempo gain right now isn't that fantastic. I kind of want to keep up Dive Down. Could play Jade Guardian, put the counter up there, start swinging for 3 that way. I'd like to have another land to keep it alive if we're going to do that, though. Yeah, I think just being able to keep up Dive Down regularly is going to be pretty good. And we're just a little bit behind in this race if he consistently is finding Merfolk to play, but it is a big if. Ooh, okay, well, Dive Down it is. Could have waited until I'd blocked and maybe made a mistake or something there, but instead we're just gonna have a very good blocker for a turn. Showing the value of Dive Down there. This is a card that I was not, like, I thought was borderline unplayable when the format started, but it's just so cheap. Like, the trade there of 4 mana matters so much in this kind of tempo-based format. I don't know why it's blue now, but it's alright. Okay, great out. So I think we swing with both of these. We can always threaten to put a counter on. He probably won't block. Kind of want him not to block, but I think we do swing. So he is allowing us to press the issue. We want to kill off the Diviner. We take an extra 2 damage next turn. This turns it into a 4/4. We don't have Dive Down up. It's just hard to not take the advantage though, right? Like, it's such value. Yeah, I think I'm going to. I don't know, that might be kind of a bad tempo play too. This is a matchup where the tempo matters a lot more than the value. And if he's got like a bounce spell or something here, we look kind of silly. Oh, interesting. Okay. That's pretty solid. Looking for one of our bounce spells now. Alright, that's a reason why you would block. Okay. Down to 13. Yeah, bounce spell. Almost. Okay. So all of a sudden we're in a pretty bad spot. Probably gonna play the Command Speaker and Water Trap Weaver. Tap down my opponent's Shaper. And hope we can find a way to interact with this, because it is pretty rough. Opponent's running out of cards, and it's going to give him a good way to get some value, too. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should just always kept up Dive Down there. Definitely could have, I think, and just played kind of a slower game. Yeah, we feel pretty bad about it right now. That's definitely, like, worse than my opponent getting to bounce it and just stealing all of our hard work and all of our mana. So we'll definitely trade away our speaker here. Our opponent gives us that opportunity. Probably will, yeah. Guess if he's got Dive Down, it's bad either way, so. Yeah. Is out of cards. You can take solace in that, I suppose. I think we do keep swinging with the Weaver. Play Shapers of Nature, keep up Dive Down, potentially force a double block against there. It could go up to a 5/5, but we play both of these. He orders blockers. Or I guess this And then dive down actually keeps it alive through that. Pretty good. A little bit awkward. He gets a pretty big value out of his Entrancing Melody, but I think that's our best play at this point. Alternatively, you could just end up drawing a bunch of cards, but at least we'll be able to interact with this if he does swing with it. Now, what's interesting is if he just... Oh, okay. Well, at least we know about it. So, this obviously means he won't swing in, but does stall for a turn. And a turn may end up mattering a lot, with when we've got the Shaper's Apprentice pinging in. Right, 1 damage. Next turn, I think we'll probably play Jade Guardian. Really do want to find some more lands. So we could play the Jade Guardian, put a counter on the Apprentice, give my opponent a 4-turn clock. Alternatively, we could put the counter just on the Jade Guardian itself, and offer to double block my opponent with those two. If he kills off the Shapers, which is probably more likely in the trade, then we have Jade Guardian plus Herald of Sacred Streams, or Secret Streams. Nah, I'm gonna get this card right at some point. I think that's our best route. It's just playing the Jade Guardian as a for sure 3/3. If my opponent ever gets up to 2 mana, we're gonna be in trouble. Alright. My opponent is like top decking here. His most likely course of action is just going to be to pump up his Shapers of Nature. He's debating whether he wants to pull off a counter off the Wayfinder. I think I probably would if I was hit. Well, it's close. Okay. The 3/3 beater is not irrelevant. Yeah, I don't know what I would choose there. Probably getting in with everything. That's interesting. So, offering us a trade there, but not willing to trade off his Shapers. So if we take 4 here, how do we look then? Next turn we play Herald, swing for 5. We are at 6. We go Chump, he's got 3 damage. Could put another couple, but probably not 6 worth. And we can always, let's see, no reason to Chump attack next turn, but we do have a couple of blockers then. We put 2 in front, encourages him to, I guess, do nothing really. This just becomes a 5/5. We trade one of these valuable creatures away for that. On the other hand, this is probably just going to be kind of a whatever card going forward, right? We're going to play Herald, and we're going to try and win off that anyway. So I think we probably do want to trade. And we can just chump block this in the future. Okay. I think it's unlikely he has anything. Again, he is just top decking. If he has a bounce spell or something, he gets us really bad. But if he doesn't, no play. So that might be something then. I think if you have the land, you play it there, because you want to get closer to activating the Shapers. Ooh. I guess that's pretty good, except for it doesn't work. Alright, well, we'll play the Herald here. Hope he doesn't have a bounce spell. Get in for 5. Chump block if we have to. Probably regardless. He's just going to gain a lot of oomph off of this. He has a bounce spell for the Herald. We probably lose. No. Again, he was top decking. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, that's very solid. Not enough to kill us solid, but pretty good. So now we're in chump block mode, but he has to find something, or we just kill him with these guys next turn. Herald's done some work for us, certainly. letting us just avoid the board stall. My opponent didn't just remove and draw, which I think is the play if you really think you are dead. So what if he has, like, Crash the Ramparts? Just Crash the Ramparts, we'd block there. He gets in for 5, 10, we're dead. We could block with the Herald. Then if he has a blocker, we're not necessarily winning next turn. I think we just have to continue to hope he doesn't have anything. Uh-oh. Oh no, not Crash. Oh. Okay, he's drawing a card now. He could have drawn earlier. Okay. Alright, yeah, we got him. Okay. Well, reasonable match one. I think the deck actually performed a little bit better than I thought we were going to, although we did draw kind of one of our big payoffs both games. Dive Down continues to be an all-star. Managed to get our way there, even through the Entrancing Melody, which was definitely a blowout. Yep, match one. See you guys for match two.